Hey guys, so today I want to talk to you about television and how it is being used against the public for programming. I know that this is a very obvious subject to a lot of people. Like, once you go down that rabbit hole of truth, this is really nothing. Like, this is just the tip of the iceberg. But unfortunately, there are a lot of people out there who are not aware of these facts, not aware of the stuff that's happening right in front of them. And it's just sad, really. There's a lot of people in my own life who I will bring certain information to their awareness, and they just choose to blatantly ignore it, you know? People just don't want to hear the truth because there's a certain level of addiction and comfort that comes with these forms of media. So I understand, but it's sad what this world is now. There's actually a patent you can look up. And I've got the number here if you'd like to look it up. It's US 6506148. If you Google that, you'll find that there are certain electromagnetic fields that come off of our monitors and manipulate our nervous system into going into a state of excitement and relaxation. So we are literally being put into a hypnosis, a hypnotic state when we're in front of a screen. And therefore I think it is important to limit your screen time. I know that that's sort of laughable nowadays, but truthfully it's for the best. I'm not one to talk, but ultimately what's more important is that you're, watching what kind of content you take in, because everything seems to have an agenda behind it. It's frightening and eerie how this stuff is right in front of our faces now. The satanic agenda, the New World Order, the Illuminati, whatever it may be. There's this show called Steven Universe. It's like a kid's show, and like the all-seeing eye on a pyramid literally came down and talked to these kids and was like indoctrinating these kids on the show. Like, it's just so blatant. Another example is when I was nannying this one time, the kids were watching this Barbie show, and Barbie should be like wholesome and uplifting, encouraging. Obviously that was never Barbie's intention from the beginning, but they were talking about artificial intelligence and all these like technological advances that are to come. Like, it's so scary how they're trying to condition these kids to grow up in a society where all these things are just normal. More so than the adults, and I think that's for obvious reasons. But there's a show straight up called Lucifer on TV. Like, they're not hiding it, they're just putting it out there. That's how all this stuff works. That's how all these secret societies work. They put everything right out in the open, but they just do it in such a way that you really have to know what to look for to see the message or the symbolism behind it. So that's awesome. Yeah, I love living in a satanic world, but anyways, besides the point. If you don't know what MK Ultra is, I would highly suggest you do some research on it, but I'll give you a brief rundown. Basically, it was a project that was carried out in the 1950s by the CIA. They were doing experiments, illegal experiments on unwilling citizens of America. They were seeing how people reacted to hypnosis, to certain drugs, to abuse, and they developed programs from this MK Ultra. And those programs and certain methods are now being used through the media, For example, like the sex kitten program is being highly pushed nowadays, where like all these preteen girls, all these like kids are being hypersexualized, and it's disgusting, it's sick. And also it's because, Hollywood is just a giant pedophile ring as well. But there's other programs like Monarch and all these things. You can look it up, but that's basically what MK Ultra is. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that when you are watching television or movies, certain parts of your brain, the higher parts of your brain, like the neocortex, brain activity in that area begins to diminish over time. And this area of the brain is all about conscious thought and decision making and logic. Like, it's really scary what's happening. I'm sort of just going off on a tangent now, but I just wanted to get this message out there. This is nothing. Like, there's so much information, but please, you guys, be aware of what's going on. We are living in a matrix, literally, and it's very hard to get out. I just pray that you all wake up, and that's it, I think. Sorry, I'm really tired. It's really late, but I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoy it. I hope this opens someone's eyes, maybe a little bit. All right, see ya.